With Aaron Judge re-signing in New York and Toronto seemingly striking out on most free agents on the market, will the Blue Jays make a move within the next couple of days, or is it time to panic, Jays fans? We'll break that down on this episode of Jays Digest. What's up, Jays fans? I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, alongside host Nick Gosse, and we got a lot to get into today. But first, I want to thank you all for the support. We're on the road to 5K subscribers by Christmas time. It's looking real good right now.
It is. The Jays aren't looking too hot right now, but we're doing great. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the daily content. And we might have something special planned for 5K, so make sure to hit that button. But let's just get right into the first topic. And I know a lot of you Jays fans right now are probably sad, but Aaron Judge, re-signed with the Yankees today. A report came out. Obviously, yesterday night there was some speculation, borderline reports that Aaron Judge was signing with the Giants, but breaking, Aaron Judge has agreed to a 9-year, $360 million contract to remain with the Yankees, sources confirm. So before we get into all the other speculation and fun stuff that happened with this, what are your initial thoughts on this and, what it could maybe mean for the Blue Jays going down the line?
It's a lot of bread, man. That's a lot of bread. 9 years for a 31-year-old Aaron Judge. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of commitment for a guy that bet on himself, and good for him. He earned himself an extra couple years and probably an extra 150 million on this big payday that he got here. But for us Jays fans, I mean, we were never going to get him. We knew that. We were never in on Aaron Judge. None of us expected to get Aaron Judge, at least. But we would have been real happy if he got shipped off to the NL West and we didn't have to face him or pitch to him for the next 10 years. But I guess that's how it goes in this business. And good for him being the next captain of the New York Yankees.
Yeah, he definitely he is the captain, next captain, and the Jays were definitely not in on him. I think I saw a tweet saying someone asked a Blue Jays reporter or someone with a source, and basically said no. The Jays were never in on Aaron Judge, which obviously we kind of knew that. But I'm gonna pop this up here now, which is kind of funny. John Heyman last night tweeted, "Giants say they have not heard on Aaron Judge. My apologies for jumping the gun." That was after, you can see the tweets apart, 3 minutes apart. He starts off by typoing, "Arson Judge appears headed to the Giants," followed by "Aaron Judge appears headed to the Giants." And then literally a mere 3 minutes later, he was clearly wrong about that. So that was kind of something funny he wanted to throw in. And as it relates to the Jays, he's out, or he's not out of the AL East. And we were planning on making a video discussing, the major impact that him going to the Giants would have had. But unfortunately, he stays with the Yankees, and the Yankees have some other plans this free agency. Hopefully, the Jays need to step it up, and we'll get to that later in the video. But one more screenshot here. Sources, last night, the Yankees said that they were at 8 years, $320 million for Judge. They believe the Padres were at $400 million, and that the Giants would get there. But Hal got on the phone with Judge, asked him if he wanted to be a Yankee. Judge says yes, but needed the 9th year, and they got it done. So if you're a Yankees fan and you see that, you got to be over the moon that happened. And I'm just disappointed as a Jays fan.
Oh, I can't say I'm disappointed. I mean, it would just be weird to see Aaron Judge in any other uniform but a Yankees pinstripe uniform. So, I mean, good for him. He got his bag. He deserved it. He deserves every penny of that, considering how the league is shifting now. And Anthony Rizzo said something. We don't have a screenshot of it, but he said that Aaron Judge is the gold standard for a superstar, and everyone else should be paid accordingly. So he basically said Aaron Judge should be the highest paid player in baseball. I don't think he is with this dollar figure here, but he's got it over 9 years, and a guy like Verlander or Scherzer, they only have it for the next 2 years. So
yeah, it's a 3-year difference, or $3 million difference.
He got his bag. He deserves it. And I mean, we're going to have to learn how to pitch to this guy eventually, and hopefully he starts to slow down in his mid-30s. That's what I'm hoping for here.
Yeah, it's going to be rough to see him, but I like Aaron Judge as a player. I don't really like the Yankees, but I like Judge, so not too upset we get to see him more, but as a Jays fan, I'm a bit upset. So to pop up this meme to end this topic. Aaron Judge, Giants legend, from December 7th, 2022, all the way to December 7th, 2022. And what the meme doesn't show, he was a Giant for approximately 5 minutes, and until Heyman.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Correct. Yeah.
Give him his due. And the memes have been glorious. I saw this one of my good buddies. He's a Giants fan, and he was in shambles when that news broke. The guy was like, he wanted to run on the street and start waving his shirt around like a rally towel. He was so excited. And I saw this other tweet. We don't have it, but it was kind of like it was just a meme, and it's like Giants fans when they talk about Aaron Judge's career, and it's just like just some old white dude that's just has his like fist on his chin like this, and he's like, "It was glorious," and
Yeah,
then
they,
then they just ended the video. So that I found that super funny. There's gonna be so many memes on Twitter, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here
yeah,
for it.
it's exciting, and it sucks for Giants fans, but you guys are looking like you're gonna make some other moves. But let's get into the next topic, which is kind of more focused on the Jays. Kind of relates into this topic: is it time to panic? And the answer is it depends on where your head is at perspective wise. A lot of the major free agents are gone, but at the same time, a lot of the big players are still in. You know, Nimmo's still in, Rodon's still in, players like that. But the Heaney's of the world, the Bellingers of the world, and the Verlander, which was at the start of free agency, we didn't really think he was going to be one of the main guys, but it turns out he was probably the closest we were going to get to a superstar. And I don't know. Do you think it's time to panic, or do you think we're okay?
Well, I'm panicking. I'm panicking a little bit, but what I've learned with Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro over the years of their Blue Jays tenure is that they usually have a guy that they're going after. I think Verlander might have been that guy, and they didn't end up getting him. Heaney might have been that guy a bit later on. And I really think they're zeroing in on somebody right now, whether it be Kodai Senga, whether it be Brandon Nimmo. The truth is, we have no clue. No one outside the Blue Jays organization has any idea what their plans are, and that's always been the way that they've gone about their business in the Shapiro Atkins era. So I am a little bit worried, but they can't go into the season like this. There's just no way that they start opening day with the current roster that they have right now. So I'm expecting a move. The market is unlike anything we've ever seen before. It's moving quicker than ever, and I think it's time to pull the trigger on a massive deal very soon.
Yeah, it is moving very fast. I'll pop up this screenshot. This is a current projected opening day MLB tax rolls as is. You can see the Jays there are seventh with 200 million. So we're still we're in the upper 10, but we haven't made a single
Mhm.
move, and most of the other teams had. And another screenshot is this is just from a Jays fan on Twitter. He says, "My take on the Jays right now is everybody please calm down. 2019 their guy was Ryu. 2020 it was Springer. 2021 it was Gosman. Now it looks like Nimmo. My point is they got their guy of the year and don't panic. They have proved it for years now." We have a third screenshot I'm going to pop up from Jeff Blair. A reminder of the folks in the back that George Springer didn't sign until free agent in January 23rd. Don't start panicking. With a response saying, "Seems different this year. A lot of teams are trying to win now. Not going to be a lot left by mid-January," which I think we both collectively agree with. Things are moving fast. People are getting paid. Inflation is crazy. Tyone is getting
Yeah.
paid less than Taiwan Walker somehow, and it's just, I don't know. The world in baseball land right now is just wild.
Yeah, it's nuts, and I think the winter meetings have a lot to do with what's going on here. It's the first time it's in person since 2019, so there's a lot of mingling going on between free agents, between front offices, and I mean things are getting done. They're getting done in a hurry, and I'd like to see a little bit of urgency from the Blue Jays side here, but if they do have their guy and they're confident that they can get their guy, then I won't panic. But no reports have shown that they have their guy. So maybe he's just keeping it close to home. But come on, Ross. We're waiting over here.
Yeah, I'm not quite panicked yet. If I don't think we're gonna get Rodon, but if Nimmo goes off the table, Rodon goes off the table, and there's truly nothing left, then there's time to panic. But as it
Then
stands
we
right,
panic.
yeah, as it stands right now, Ben Nicholson Smith tweeted. I don't have a tweet for you, but he basically just tweeted the Jays will get at least one starting pitcher by the end of the offseason. But I'm hoping it's by the end of winter meetings because we've had absolutely nothing happen. Final screenshot is ask Mark Shapiro the Blue Jays' willingness to become a tax-paying team. It's not an obstacle for us. It's not what will limit us, which is really good news to hear. Granted, this was last night and nothing's happened since, but it's hard to help but think that they have something planned. Maybe it's a Bo Bichette trade. Maybe it's Taylor Rogers in the bullpen. Who knows? But I think they have
Yeah.
something planned, and we'll definitely keep an eye on it. And this is just the final quick topic. No screenshots for this one, but it's just a free agency update and just our thoughts on just clearing everything up. I mean, the major thing today was obviously Aaron Judge, but Wilson Contreras, that kind of relates to the Blue Jays. He signed with the Cardinals for, I think, 5 years, 86 million, taking the Cardinals
Mhm.
out of the trade sweepstakes. We won't get Lars Nootbaar, we won't get Dylan Carlson. However, the Diamondbacks and a couple other teams, the Guardians, I believe, as well, are looking for a catcher. So maybe we could do something there.
Yeah, so it's the Diamondbacks, the Guardians, and the Twins. Those are the three teams that are still in the market for a catcher. Obviously, we heard Jansen for Newt Bar for the past, I'd say, month or a couple
Yeah.
weeks, that seemed like it was a real possibility. So now the Cardinals are out of the trade market for a catcher. They just got Wilson Contreras, although I think he's not great defensively. It's going to be a huge downgrade from Yadier Molina, at least on the defensive end of things. But yeah, that takes him out of the market for one of our three catchers. And I think our best bet right now would probably be Arizona in Jake McCarthy or Alec Thomas. I don't think they're willing to move on from Dalton Varsho, and Corbin Carroll is as good as untouchable for them. So um, maybe Brian Reynolds could be another shout. It's a great player. We've been very vocal about wanting him here in Toronto, but there are a ton of options. But it's looking like right now the free agent market has not been friendly to the Blue Jays in the winter meetings. It could be a lot of different factors. Like when they did get their guys in years prior, there were no I'd say vaccine mandates that players looked at the city a little bit differently, at the country a little bit differently. So, I mean, a lot of factors could be playing into this and limiting the Blue Jays in the free agent market, but the trade market should heat up soon. There's been a couple of trades that have happened. The Jays were the first notable trade in that market. So, look, Ross and Shapiro, they know that they got to make a move, and they will. They will soon.
Yeah, and we don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a wild next 24 hours. I think they have something up their sleeve. Either that, or they vastly overrated their ability to get Heaney or I guess Justin Verlander or Bellinger, any of those guys, and now
Yeah,
they're scrambling to get something done. I don't think that's the case. They've always
I
been
don't
very
think so.
calculated. They got Ryu, they got Gosman, they extended Barrios after trading for him. They got everyone. Springer, of course, was the main one, but we'll keep an update on it. It's been tough in Jays land recently, so hang in there. I know a lot of you guys, especially in our Discord, join it if you want to talk Blue Jays, but people in there have been a bit upset with the way things are going, and people on Twitter as well. But we'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully tomorrow's video we have some breaking news for you, but if not, we'll have a video anyways, and we'll see you then.
Keep hope alive, folks.